What's good, your boy AK comes to you back at again with another pod talk. Today, I'm gonna get a little bit personal. I feel like I haven't really been upfront at times. Before I start, I want to say subscribe to my YouTube channel, add my Instagram page, Greater Things 29. But I know in life that people ask me who is God. People ask me what am I about? What am I designed to do? Why do I exist? And for so long, I've been complaining instead of proclaiming. I've been wishing and hoping instead of actually praying. I've been a young man seeking the approval of others, and that never guided my steps. That truly never really helped my steps. And I think my problem was allowing other people's opinions and thoughts and, what they say, what they do to guide my or in a sense ordain my steps. And what I mean by ordain my steps, I'm talking about to the point where I care so much. And one thing in this life, y'all, we cannot care about other people's opinions. Like if anybody ever told you, and I speak to anybody out here, anybody that's listening, that's watching, if anybody ever told y'all that, you're not attractive, you're ugly, don't let nobody tell you nothing like that, especially if you believe in God. Don't let nobody tell you they're ugly, because guess what they're really saying? They're really saying that, oh, God, you messed up. Yahweh, Elohim, you messed up. You don't know how to create. The person that you created is flawed. Their face is not what we like to see. But guess what? Don't let nobody ever tell you nothing like that. Because why? People must understand that you are unique. You are your own individual person. You have your own purpose. You have your purpose on this earth. And the problem with me was that I've been trying to live other purposes for other people instead of living for the Most High. Because guess what? You did not ask to be here. He granted you a chance to live. Because think about what would life be like if he wasn't living. Would the world be a better place? Or would the world be worse? And it made me really think that a lot of times that, even through high school, throughout my career, just me growing up, always trying to live for other people. And that always caused me to be confused in the way I think, the way I move. And that's the thing that we really have to pay attention to. And stop caring about what people think. To a certain extent, if you like your supervisor, to a certain extent. But in other words, stop caring about what people think, because you are your unique person. You can sing a certain way that nobody else can. You can draw another way. You can draw a way that to a point where other people can't draw. You can think the way that other people can't think. You are your own unique person. And I'm talking to myself. And I'm talking to other people that's listening. He made you special. The Father made you special. He made you to be you. He made you James. He made you a Chris. He made you a Nika. He made you a Maya. He made you a Rachel or a Steve or Adam. He made you to be you. He made you a Demi. He made you Malay. He made you a Kunta. He made you to be you. Yeah, and I do understand we may have flaws, but we have to understand this. We can only strive to be better. Now, I will say this. Criticism is key. Criticism is key, to moving around, to really understanding the flow. And, I feel like when I first did my podcast on Anchor, I spoke in a way that became aggressive. I spoke in a way that, even contradicted myself. But I did it all to grow as a man, to grow as a young man, to really, I said it earlier before that I did it sometimes even for clout. I said things that I probably didn't mean to say. And that's my fault. And I take 101,000% responsibility for that. And I do apologize to anybody that's listening that, if you ever listened to me before, that what I said, what could have been hurtful, to have been harmful. If somebody don't believe what I believe in, somebody don't have to think the way I think, somebody have to talk the way I talk for me to love you. You know, um, I always tell people this, that our biggest enemy always been ourselves. You know, we always want to say, oh, the white man's our enemy, the black man's our enemy, the Chinese man, the Asian man is our enemy, when our biggest enemy is ourselves. We think about it. We are the ones that's causing us to make bad decisions. Like if you think about it, at the end of the day, we're making the bad decision. What do you think the word decision really means? Direct. You know what I'm saying? A guide. Looking around. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you're gonna give your stamp of approval of something that you do, whether it's good or bad. You know, whether you decide to hit somebody, I approve that, right? You know, you did it. You decided to do it. It takes place in the mind. And the problem with us is that, especially with mankind, it's like we live in a world where our decision was created for us, or our decision and free will was manipulated for us, right? And I tell people this all the time. You have to understand you. If you cannot be comfortable living by yourself, being alone, being at home by yourself, then why do it? And what I mean by why do it is that why do you need to why do you have to hang around people to feel satisfied, to feel purpose? And I say this, and I say this respectfully. When quarantine did happen, I feel like it exposed a whole lot that people cannot stand to be by themselves. People can't stand to be by themselves. And that's the problem with some of us. We have to learn to be us. Because if we was born by ourselves, then we die by ourselves. And look how messed up that cycle is. Let me clarify. When we born, this is how it should be. We're born by ourselves, we live by ourselves, and we die by ourselves. And what I mean by that is, so people won't get confused that, oh, we shouldn't live with people. No, I'm saying you have to master yourself first. How can you have friends when you're not even your own friend? How can you say you love yourself, love other people when you can't even love yourself? How can you say you love your homeboy when you don't even love God, the Father? You can't even love him. Because guess what? He created your eyebrows, your nose, your lips, the way you walk, the way you think sometimes. The fact that you're alive, that you can talk. Think how beautiful this is. What is a language? What is talking? What is this? What is this pocket? What is this? What is this thing that you're looking? You know what I'm saying? You watching me through. What is this? This is the part of creation. He put it into mankind's mind to be able to be this brilliant. And it's more so outward manifestation of who God really is. A high intellect. He is loving and caring. But guess what? He is vengeful. And I tell people this all the time, that we have to do better. I know my podcast came off aggressive, the ones I've did in the past, but it's more so to reach people that had an explicit mindset. And that's always been my problem. If aiming at a certain audience when I should aim for the world, because the Father aimed for the world. Why did he truly choose Israel to do what? To teach the world his law, statutes, and commandments. That's why he chose Israel. If you think about it. So a thing that we have to do is, y'all, as people, is master ourselves. When I mean by master, I'm talking about to a point where we know our downfalls, we know our shortcomings. Because why? We're going to know how to rise. We're going to know how to really be able to manifest the things we think of. And when I mean by think of, I'm talking about stuff that we put our mind to, that we actually work hard at it. If you want to finish this book, put your mind to it, you can do it. Because decisions take place in the mind. Am I right or am I wrong? And the problem with me is that I've been living for other people instead of living for the Most High. For so long, I bounced to church to church. I've been raising my hands to the Father, not knowing who the Father was. I've been saying I love the Messiah, but don't even know his name, really. And when I mean I know his name, I'm talking about living in the name. It's always been my biggest problem. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of people's problem, respectfully. That we do things out of what? Out of guilt sometimes. We do it because, okay, my great grandfather did it, my mom did it. No, do it for you. Be you, be unique. Have that peace of mind, love. If you married, love. If you just got divorced, but guess what? Hey, get up, get back on that horse. Master yourself, master why it went wrong, understand why it went wrong, and get back on the horse. You know, um, and if you're a rich man, you have so much money, even for poor folks, rich folks, I say this to you. If you are rich, be wise in what you do. I'm not saying you obligated to get anybody no money, but guess what? There's people that live on this earth that didn't have the same opportunity that you had. There's people on this earth that can walk the same path, that can walk in front of you, and you can never see them. And what I mean by never see them is I'm talking about to a point where we think and we look at it from a standpoint of, okay, I'm rich and he's not. Well, we can't look at it like that, because the true wealth and the true riches is having having a relationship with the Father. Some people like to say God's not real. How can he not be? Look at creation. Look how dang almost everything has some kind of male and female kind of counterpart. Like a male and female. Damn near everything's made by design. Damn it, almost everything is made to have sex. Almost everything is made to, what I'm saying, to have some kind of emotion. And what I mean by sex, I'm talking about to be able to reproduce. Let me say that because I don't want to, offend anybody or come off, a bit, explicit. But, forgive me. What I mean by sexual intercourse, I'm talking about just being able to reproduce. That's all I'm saying. Just being able to keep life going. Think about that. That's by design. Look at math. Just look at the sun. That is by design. Look at the moon. That's by design. The simple fact that the moon is the light and darkness, and that the light is the light of the world. What I love about the Father and about Genesis is that the fact that he created mankind, the fact that he created the sun, the moon, he created the moon. It can be what? Light within darkness. We can know that what he created, which means it's a sign to us that no matter what kind of dark world that we living in, there's light out there. We got to reach for it. We got to focus on it. We got to walk to it, to the light, and understand the light. And as being a real man, growing just growing or really being who I am, I want to help all people, white, black, Mexicans, all them, because guess what? There's good in evil race. It's good in every race. It's good in evil. It's good. It's good. I have a couple white friends, and I do have black enemies, sadly to say, that we have to walk in love. All this shooting, all this crimes being committed, work for your own stuff. Stop trying to take from somebody else, because why? People have earned it. People have earned it. Won't you start proclaiming instead of complaining, then start taking? That's how it normally works. People stop proclaiming to the Father. People start doing what? Complaining how I don't have enough. And then they do what? Start taking from other people. That's going to be your greatest downfall. It's not working. That's going to be your greatest downfall. And not being a man or not being a woman of integrity. Respect others. And I know how sometimes, and I guess what? I'm talking to myself. There's this one pastor named Pastor Dow, and that's another pastor. Pastor, what was his name? Pastor Darby, right? Father rest his soul. Pastor Darby. He was the way he spoke, the lessons that he gave was powerful. He told the truth. And the reason I'm saying that is because the Father uses people in your life. Never feel that, it's all about my own life. It's all about me, because there's some people that even say, it's all about me and God, and that's it. When God put you on the earth for other people, he put you on earth for other people. What do you think? Think about it. Notice the Messiah. If you look at how he got down, what the Messiah did. Notice he never said it's all about me and the Father. He always did what? He said this: I come not to be served, but to serve. I come not to serve, but to, I'm sorry, I come not to be served, but to serve. He came for other people. That's what we all have. We can't be, oh, just be about me and God and that's it. No, it's about other people. We must be here for other people. That's what it's about. That's what life, we think a purpose is in this life. Oh, I'm a manager. Oh, I'm a, or own this kind of corporation. Guess what? You hear, guess what? You guide, you listen to other people. You have a mouth, you have ears, you have eyes. You know, you're here for other people. Because our main goal in life is to get back to the kingdom. It's to be righteous. That's our goal. Because people want to say the Bible is fake. Oh, the Bible is not real. If the Bible is fake, it's so real, then why did they spend so much time trying to prove that it's false? If this is what I believe, this is what I believe. I don't see nobody trying to really disprove the Satanic Bible. This is what we believe. Whoever's watching, whoever's listening, man, God is real. He's not playing. Look what's going on in the world. Judgment Day is coming. Y'all think he playing? He ain't playing. And that's the part that we got to understand, dog. God, the Father is not playing. Some people, well, I say, oh, I don't believe. Guess what? We can live so long to a point where we say, oh, I don't believe. Guess what? At the end, we all going to worship something. It's how someone's going to worship the Father or someone's going to worship Satan. And that's it. There's only two. And y'all understand this. There's only two families on this earth. It's God family and Satan family. That's it. All that blood family. No, it's not about blood. It's about what? The vessel. That's why women, and I say this respectfully, no disrespect to women. Or let me not say that. I'll say this. Man and women, the man is the vessel, the woman is the vessel. What do women do? Bring life. What do men do? Transfer the life. It's like an ongoing cycle. We here for other people. We got some love. Like this world's not gonna go nowhere unless we do so. If we focus on us and only us, how can you say love God? Because guess what? His offer to the kingdom is made open to Israel, to the dispersed across the world. That's who his message is to. Across the world. And if we focus only on us, it's all about me. It's all about me and God, and that's it. We're going to keep missing it. We're going to keep missing it. What do you think for example, even a simple pastor, what is he doing? He's preaching to the choir. He's preaching to the world. He's preaching to everybody. It's not about us. It's about everybody. Because we was not put on earth just for us. Think about that. So, and people that's homeless out there, keep y'all head up. Because guess what? I was homeless at one point too. I was homeless about 4 or 5 months. I know it may not be a lot to everybody. Oh, I've been homeless for 20 years, so and so. Respectfully. But I've been homeless before. I was in my car, and I used to live in Ontario. I was in my car, and the Father told me to leave my household, and I never did. I never listened. I never listened. I just kept wanting to live the way I wanted to live, and I never listened. And then, bam, we all got hit with the letter. Oh, we was kicked out, basically. And then I did something foolish as a young man. I stole from I lied on my job, or I did something and I got fired. And then I couldn't find a place to live. I lived in my car, went from hotel to hotel, and that was a time in my life where I realized how much I really need the Most High, how much I really need the Father, how much I really need the Father. But guess what? He made me go through that to realize how much I need him, how much I really need him, how much I really ache for him, how much I really cry for him. He made me realize that this is not a game. This life is not a game. People die. People are born. This life is not a game. People say, I don't believe in God because I can't see him. Well, don't you realize that's how it needs to be? Because guess what? If you was able to see the Father, would you ever do what you do? Would you do what crimes be committed? No, because they would be terrified. I don't want to do that. What would the Father decide to do? You know what? Mankind would not see me. So therefore, they should go by the sound of my voice. Those who are my sheep shall hear me. Those who are my sheep shall cling to me. That's how he did it. I mean, just it's obvious. We can feel, because you believe in air, but you can't see it. You believe in air, but you know it's there. And that's the part where we got to understand, y'all, that this is about other people. It's about the Father first, then other people, and then ourselves. We are here to be servants. Simple as that. You know. I want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I just wanted to get my backstory. And I know I may have lied to some people, and I apologize. I ask that you forgive me, because I know that the people that are going through stuff, feel like your rent can't be paid or car know your bills. Y'all better get out there and work, because the Father's not going to help somebody that just choose to be lazy. He hates laziness. I mean, you hate laziness, don't you? You hate pride, don't you? You hate when you try to tell somebody to stop doing that crack, stop trying to be a gangbanger, and guess what? They still do it. You should despise stuff like that. And I say it respectfully. I'm not saying to sound mean or evil. And I'm just saying in the sense of, we have to understand that, look, this life is not a game. We're trying to tell the people that we trying to tell stop gangbang, stop doing this. We're trying to help you. We're trying to tell you stuff like, hey, this is not the way we know it's going to turn out. That's all I want to say, y'all. But I'm going to say shalom, stay strong, peace and blessings, and shalom.